Okay, we're planting the bell peppers. I'm just loosening up the soil a little bit so that the seeds can fall into some of these crevices and catch hold. So see, now we'll have bell peppers to cook with. We have lettuce for salads. We have broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage already planted. Well, as far as my seeds are dropped. Each row has a row of 8, but I'm putting several seeds in each container. Yes, I will be up-potting and also thinning. These are big enough I can do 2 per hole. I'm glad I'm through with all those little bitty lettuce seeds. I'm dropping 2. Now see here, y'all, I done already tried to start a mystery garden. Because I picked up the wrong package. This is gonna be the red. Let me turn these around. All right. Now this is the emerald. The emerald bell pepper. And again, on all the bell peppers, I'm gonna put 2 per tray, per hole in the tray. Because they're large enough for me to be able to drop them. And no. I might try to sell my Stalks this year. I only have 1 of these left. Well, we're gonna drop it. That's the end of those. Okay, and we got the big red. Like I said, this year I'm planning more of the things that I want and I like to eat and cook with. Joan with these peppers. I sure would like to get 2 out of each tray. So I cook with a lot of bell peppers. Okay, Marie, you gave me just enough. All right. Red macaroni. Homestead heart seeds are only $1.50 a pack. And it's from another homestead YouTuber. And like I said, I've used their seeds before, and I trust them. And she did say she had an overwhelming demand. So I guess that's why our seed packs are a little light. These are not really light because these are seeds that I had from last year. And now we're going to do the Keystone Giant Bell Pepper. I find that I like the colored bell peppers better. They don't give me indigestion. Like the green ones do. The red and yellow and orange, or orange and yellow. It just depends on how y'all, what color you see. I do believe it is an orange one. I believe it is a yellow, red, and orange bell pepper. All right. We're gonna pat that down. And this is the last seed tray that I have in here. I got some more out in the garage, but we're not going out there, not right now. We're going to bed, y'all. It's a little late, and as I said, I've been planting seeds most of the day. Well, not most of the day, but long enough to just have a break for something to eat and clean up my kitchen and stuff. Y'all, I'm getting tired of those kitchen things. I'm cleaning and washing the dishes, and I ain't finna put on a whole bunch of weight. But this is the winter food, so you'll see the difference in the summer food. Spring and summer food, it's a little bit lighter. As far as the heaviness on them. And there's going to be a mystery seed in there. And you know what you would get one, it's going to be hard to put in. And my lights are outside. Everything is outside. that I want to do something with. And I'm not going out there. Because it's cold and it'll take me half the night to get warm so I can go to sleep. Y'all, we still in our 20s. Supposed to get warm later on. All right. This is the last one. All right, y'all. That's it for the night. And I'm going to bed. Oh, I need to show y'all the setup, don't I? Okay. And I'm going to have to unplug this light. Hello, everyone. This is Miss Lady. I'm out here amending the beds on these, amending these green stalks so that I'll be able to, they'll be ready to receive my transplants. Do you know that every one of those transplants came up? The ones that I put out? I am just totally stoked behind that. Okay, y'all? So, this is just a little quick short. Y'all seen people amend their beds, preparing for their season crops. So, seen one, you seen them all. I hope y'all are doing well with yours and the weather's permitting you to be able to amend your beds and have them ready. The fertilizer already starting to break down. To receive the nutrients that you put in here for them. You don't have to do your green stalks like this. I just do mine, and you do you. Remember, that's your garden. You grow your garden and what in your garden that you want to, all right? If you into all that experimental stuff, all right. But if you haven't started growing before, I suggest you start with something you already know about. Because you get something bad, if popping something bad you don't like, you don't want to garden no more. This may look like a lot, but it's not. And then too, you know, it's gonna sit for a few minutes. Okay, this is gonna be a quick short. I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all don't need to keep sitting here watching me playing some soil. As I like to say, playing some dirt. I know y'all. So I'm 70 years old, and it was always the earth, the dirt, and now it's the soil. Okay. Help me understand. That makes sense to me. Nobody didn't come out and say, oh, look at the soil. They said, look at the dirt. Look like you got some good dirt. At least that's where I came from. But then, too, that's just me. You do you, I do me. Y'all, that's the way it is. See, digging like this helps you find little hard pieces like that. Now this is going to be ready to receive something. These are going to be my kitchen garden trays, my kitchen garden planters. This is going to have a majority of, well, all of it should be lettuce, some type of herb that I can cook with. That was a little heavy, y'all. This one sure do need to be amended. That's too heavy soil in there. But this, or is it because it's still soaking wet? Trying to get out of that sun, yeah. Or at least learn how to present it better. That wasn't heavy soil, that was just wet soil. Guess you're still thawing out the water from the freeze. But you are some good looking soil. to see what I'm going to put in you, because you're going to receive it very well. Well, we will see, because we all going to have our eyes out looking. Okay, y'all, this is going to end this little quick video. I'm going to do these other two green stalks. And y'all don't have to come along with me. I'm going to do these other two green stalks. So, as I said, you've seen me do one. This is how I'm going to do all the rest of them. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. Remember, as always, love somebody, let somebody love you. Pray. This is Miss Lady at 4206 Boomer. Out. 6 Boomer, the sweeter side of me. Good evening.